So why do online applications ask you to fill in particular fields? Why do they ask you questions when your resume already has all the answers? Well, it starts off with the fact that employers, particularly large ones, but actually almost any employer, has government reporting requirements in order to ensure that they don't uh, conduct themselves in a discriminatory way. It's not as though there's going to be anything personalized about this. But if the statistics show that they interview, I'm just picking numbers at random, 100 people from a diverse population, from a non-white male population, and 100 people are rejected, the government has the opportunity to say, that's interesting. Let's go explore more deeply. So government requires, at least in the US, that firms maintain certain types of data. Now, let's go beyond that. When you upload a resume and the system attempts to parse it, your resume may not be in a format or in a type font that's easily readable by the system. I want you to catch that one again. This is your part of the equation. It may not be easily readable or in a type font that is parsable by their system. Okay, so recognize that you then have to fill in certain fields. So whether it's name and address fields that the system just isn't able to read, or your email address, the system has a concern. Now, some applicant tracking systems are asking things like the county in which you live. God knows why they need this information. When so many systems are set up where it's searchable within a particular radius of a zip code. But some are ridiculous and they ask for the county. I think a moron designed the form and forgot that people are human beings and not just sheep. That one has nothing to do with government reporting. But the real reasons is, number one, the system, your resume wasn't readable. Number two is they may be asking for ridiculous things, like the example of the county, which isn't going to be anywhere in your resume. Number three is, and I think this is a valid one, so many people these days are not including addresses let's start with addresses. So there's no city, state, or zip code information on a resume. So there's just a name, an email address, and a phone number. So if a person is doing a search in their applicant tracking system for someone with a particular background, they're never going to find you. Without that city, state, zip code field, without a phone number or mobile number, because remember, phone numbers, area codes don't necessarily correlate to where you live. How do they find you? So it's very possible that, because again, the question doesn't include this, that your lack of an address is causing the system to request this information so they can find you again. Have a great day. Take care.